Hey everybody, my name's Grace Edwards. I am a trainer in the Conditioning Center, a part of the College Recreation and Wellness Department here at Columbus State Community College. Today we just kicked off our videos that we're going to be talking about fitness topics and different trends that are out there. And sometimes it's hard to filter through all of the stuff that we hear each day and different things that are kind of trending out there online and what you hear from your friends. This video is all about macronutrients, and the specific trend and kind of the diet that's going around right now is called If It Fits Your Macros. And really what that talks about is maintaining a healthy amount of macronutrients that you get in your diet, which are the main ones being fats, carbohydrates, and proteins. That's where all of your calories come from. So if you're eating throughout the day, you're having some of those from each food that you eat. And this topic specifically helps you kind of get a healthy amount of each and helps you kind of become aware of how much you are eating and then figuring out maybe how many you should have of each. So we're going to talk about how to kind of explore what would be best for you. So this diet mainly focuses on figuring out specific categories, like I mentioned just now, of each one. The current recommendations for fat is 20 to 35% of your daily intake of your calories are from fats. For carbohydrates, it's usually about 45 to 65% of your calories. And then for proteins, it's looking around 10 to 35%. And those are ranges, so you can really kind of take them as you wish and go to the lower end or the higher end of those ranges. And those are just the current national recommendations for Americans to get in their diet each day. Each person's going to be different, so figuring out what is for you is sometimes a little bit of a challenge. There's a lot of different tools out there that you can use that'll help you get a better idea of what's best for you. But a lot of the things that you have to consider is what types of foods you're eating. A lot of foods, of course, have nutrition labels, or you can look them up. Nutrition labels are always referenced on a 2,000 calorie diet. So if you've ever checked out the percent daily value on the nutrition label, it's usually based on if you're getting 2,000 calories. But everybody's different, and not everybody even gets 2,000 calories, or some people eat more. So it's important to gauge it off of how many calories you're focusing on getting. Some nutrition facts label, as a couple here in the pictures, a couple of them reference at the very bottom, it'll say calories per gram, and fat, carb, and proteins all have a different calorie amount for each individual gram. So fats, of course, being the highest caloric amount is 9 grams. Carbohydrates and proteins are only 4. So that's sometimes just to kind of, as a side note, consider some other diets out there being low fat, which ultimately helps you take in a lower amount of calories each day. So just with this in mind, that is again how it's determining, the label is determining how many calories you get from each thing, and then the total amount of calories for each serving. So another thing you want to consider is putting in your own individual information. And a lot of different tools are available out there, like different fitness apps. Different apps like MyFitnessPal, Calorie Counter, Lose It, and even if you have a certain tracker, I personally use a Fitbit. The Fitbit, they have an app that you can use. You can track all of your food and your exercise. But the most important part is about putting in what your goals are, and then your own personal information like your age and your weight, and that will help you determine how much you're burning when you're doing exercise, and then also it can help you set a plan based off of your goals that you've set. Some people want to lose weight, other people want to gain muscle. Whatever your goal is, a lot of those apps, whether it be Fitbit or another one, will help you figure out how much you should have of each food and kind of help you set a calorie amount for each day. And then tracking is a very important part of all of that, so it'll also help you with that. So you might be wondering if this is even right for you, if this is the right approach for exercise or food for you. And one thing to really consider is just giving it a try and seeing how your body reacts to it. If you'd like to try it, definitely talk to your doctor or a healthcare provider that you go to figure out if it's a good idea for you to even start this. And then if you do start it, one of the most important things is to definitely start off slowly. If you're changing your diet, that's a big part. And then if you're adding in exercise, that's even more. So your body can kind of go into shock if you do a whole bunch at once, if you start exercising every day for a long time, or if you really cut out a lot of things that you're eating from your diet, your body can start to become overwhelmed. Sometimes you get headaches, you get tired, your stomach might even hurt a little bit. So just starting off slowly, changing a couple food items, or just starting out with food in general, and then maybe adding in that exercise to see how your body is going to react, because it can be discouraging if you don't feel good. And you want to feel good. This is supposed to help you feel better about what you're doing and become a healthier person overall, whatever your goal is. So definitely talk to your doctor and definitely track what you're doing. Those fitness apps make it very easy for you to do it. It's right there on your phone. And then if you're an old school person like me, you might want to write it down, pen and paper, and track it that way. But whatever it is, it should be easy for yourself. You should not feel discouraged, and you should feel like you're making progress either way. And then always make sure that you have a goal set. And that's why I always suggest having a tracker on your phone, just to make sure that you're staying on top of your numbers and that you're hitting the goals that you're setting, and making small little mini goals before the big goal. If you want to gain muscle, you don't want to be a bodybuilder in a week or two. You've got to work up to that. So definitely tracking is a huge part of figuring out if it fits your macros diet is going to work for you, because you have to know how much of each group you're eating each day. If you have any questions, feel free to stop down. We are located in Delaware Hall, room 0083. And just feel free to talk to any of us trainers. I'm definitely down here Monday through Friday. During the day, just stop down if you have any questions at all. Or feel free to email me at sedwards36@cscc.edu. Thanks for watching, guys, and hope to see each of you very soon. Take care.